You can eat 200 grams of protein a day and still lose muscle after 60 if the machinery inside your muscle cells that turns protein into tissue is broken. In most people over 60, that machinery is indeed broken. The inflammation is too high, the mitochondria are too damaged, the growth signals are too weak, and the blood flow is too poor. Every expert is telling you to eat more protein, more chicken, more eggs, and more whey shakes. They're not wrong. Protein matters, but not a single one of them is telling you about the specific fruits that make that protein actually work. Fruits fix all of these cellular problems, not through protein, but through unique compounds that no animal food contains. These compounds unlock the muscle-building pathways that protein alone cannot open. Welcome to Human Health Zone, where we uncover the hidden science of longevity. If you want to keep your body strong and independent as you age, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel right now. As we count down these 10 powerful fruits, keep one question in mind. What is the single most common everyday fruit that holds a master key to unlocking your muscle-building pathways and releasing the chemical brake that is stopping your growth? I will reveal it at the very end. I also want to mention that Human Health Zone is a fan channel created purely and only to give credit to Dr. Eric Berg, DC, bringing you his incredible insights and research to help you live a healthier life. We are starting at number 10 and working our way up to the most powerful muscle-building fruit on the planet. Number 10 is watermelon. Most people think of watermelon as nothing but water and sugar, but it is a serious muscle-building tool because of an amino acid called citrulline. When you eat watermelon, citrulline is absorbed into your bloodstream and converted by your kidneys into arginine, which is then used to produce nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a gas molecule that relaxes and widens your blood vessels. Wider blood vessels mean more blood flow, which means more oxygen delivery, more nutrient delivery, and more efficient removal of waste products that build up during exercise. As you age, your blood vessels stiffen and produce less nitric oxide, meaning amino acids are delivered slowly and in smaller quantities to the muscle fibers that need them. Watermelon accelerates ammonia clearance, reducing the inhibitory effect of ammonia on the muscle-building pathway and allowing protein synthesis to resume at full capacity. Number 9 is tart cherries. Tart cherries are the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory fruit ever studied for muscle health. After 60, your body runs a low-grade inflammatory fire that never goes out. Inflammatory molecules are constantly elevated, blocking the growth signals that tell your muscle cells to absorb amino acids and activating a demolition pathway that actively breaks down existing muscle protein. You are losing muscle not just because you are building less, but because your body is tearing it down from the inside. Tart cherry anthocyanins suppress these inflammatory pathways, reducing muscle damage markers by up to 50% after intense exercise. What nobody is telling you about tart cherries is that they also directly suppress muscle breakdown genes, keeping the demolition pathway quieter and reducing the rate at which your existing muscle is being broken down. Number 8 is kiwi fruit. Most people think kiwi is just for vitamin C, but its real power lies in solving a hidden problem that stops your protein from working. That problem is poor protein digestion. After 60, your stomach produces less acid, and your pancreas releases fewer digestive enzymes. A significant portion of the protein you eat is never fully broken down into the amino acids your muscles need. Kiwi contains a unique enzyme called actinidin that dramatically improves protein digestion. It breaks down meat, dairy, and plant proteins more efficiently than your declining digestive system can manage on its own. Kiwi is also one of the most vitamin C dense fruits available, which is essential for collagen synthesis. Collagen makes up a significant portion of your muscle mass and forms the tendons that connect muscles to bones. Without adequate vitamin C, your tendons weaken, your injury risk increases, and the structural framework that holds your muscle fibers together deteriorates. Number 7 is bananas. If you are afraid of carbs ruining your muscles, you need to hear the truth about bananas and insulin. Everyone knows bananas are good for you, but almost nobody knows why they are specifically good for muscle. Bananas are one of the richest fruit sources of potassium, which is fundamentally involved in muscle contraction at the cellular level. Every time a muscle fiber contracts, it requires a precise exchange of sodium and potassium ions across the cell membrane. When potassium is low, your muscles cannot contract with full force, and they fatigue faster. Potassium also helps regulate the acid-base balance in your blood. After 60, your body tends toward mild metabolic acidosis, a subtle shift toward acidity caused by declining kidney function. This chronic mild acidity promotes muscle protein breakdown. Potassium counteracts this acidity by acting as a buffering agent, reducing the acid-driven muscle breakdown. Bananas also provide quick digesting carbohydrates that spike insulin, and insulin is a necessary co-signal for the muscle-building pathway. Without insulin, even a strong leucine signal cannot fully activate the muscle-building complex. A banana eaten with your post-exercise protein meal provides the insulin spike that helps unlock the muscle-building response. Number 6 is avocado. Avocado surprises people on a muscle list, but it contains a compound that no other common fruit provides called Avocatin B. This unique fatty acid has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity in skeletal muscle. After 60, your muscle cells become progressively resistant to insulin, which directly impairs the muscle-building pathway. Avocatin B works by improving the way your muscle cell mitochondria burn fat for fuel, reducing the toxic lipid byproducts that cause insulin resistance. Avocado also provides glutathione, the master antioxidant that protects the amino acid transporters on your muscle cell surface. Before we continue with the top 5 fruits, remember that this video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult a licensed doctor for diagnosis or treatment. Number 5 is pomegranate. We have reached the top 5, and this is where the science gets truly remarkable. Pomegranate produces a compound in your gut that is the most potent natural activator of muscle cell cleanup ever discovered. When you eat pomegranate, the elagitannins are broken down by your gut bacteria into a molecule called Urolithin A. This molecule triggers a process called mitophagy, the selective removal and recycling of damaged mitochondria inside your muscle cells. After 60, your muscle cells accumulate damaged mitochondria that leak toxic free radicals and produce energy inefficiently. Urolithin A tags these damaged mitochondria for destruction and recycles their components so the cell can build fresh, efficient replacements. Number 4 is papaya. Papaya is the most underrated muscle fruit on this list, and its secret weapon is a carotenoid called Betacryptoxanthin. Higher blood levels of Betacryptoxanthin are independently associated with greater muscle mass and muscle strength in older adults. This compound activates a nuclear receptor that regulates the expression of genes involved in mitochondrial function and oxidative stress defense in skeletal muscle. It also has a direct anti-catabolic effect, inhibiting the inflammatory pathway in muscle tissue and reducing the expression of genes that break down muscle protein. Papaya also contains papain, a powerful digestive enzyme similar to the actinidin in kiwi, which improves amino acid absorption and delivery to the muscles. Number 3 is goji berries. Goji berries contain complex sugar protein molecules unique to them that interact with the immune system in ways that directly benefit muscle health. They calm the overactive inflammatory signals that are driving muscle breakdown, while simultaneously enhancing the immune functions that support muscle repair. Goji berries also contain one of the highest concentrations of betaine found in any fruit. Betaine enhances muscle protein synthesis and supports the production of creatine, the molecule that provides the rapid burst energy your muscles need during contraction. Number 2 is blueberries. There is a reason blueberries protect the connection between your nerves and your muscles, and it is something almost no one talks about. Blueberries contain a specific compound called pterostilbene, which activate a protein called sirtuin-1. In muscle tissue, sirtuin-1 is a master regulator of mitochondrial function. When activated, it triggers the creation of brand new healthy mitochondria to replace the damaged leaky ones that have been dragging your muscle cells down. Fresh, efficient mitochondria produce more cellular energy with less oxidative waste, meaning the muscle cell can power the protein synthesis machinery at full capacity. But the mechanism that elevates blueberries to number 2 on this list is how they protect the neuromuscular junction, the connection point between your motor nerves and your muscle fibers. After 60, these junctions deteriorate. The nerve terminals retract and muscle fibers that lose their neural connection cannot be voluntarily activated. They sit idle and eventually atrophy, regardless of how much protein you eat. Blueberry compounds protect the neuromuscular junction from the oxidative and inflammatory damage that drives its deterioration. You are not just preserving muscle quantity, you are preserving the neural control that makes that muscle usable. And now we have reached the end of our countdown. Earlier, I asked about the single most common everyday fruit that holds a master key to unlocking your muscle-building pathways and releasing the chemical brake that is stopping your growth. The number one fruit for building muscle and stopping sarcopenia is the common orange. Oranges do not have exotic compounds, but they are the most concentrated, commonly consumed fruit source of hesperidin. Hesperidin activates the cellular energy sensor pathway in skeletal muscle, promoting mitochondrial biogenesis and priming the cell for subsequent growth signaling. But hesperidin does something else that directly addresses sarcopenia. It suppresses the muscle-wasting pathway mediated by myostatin. Myostatin is a protein that acts as a brake on muscle growth. After 60, myostatin levels increase, and the brake becomes too strong. Hesperidin reduces myostatin expression, shifting the balance from breakdown to building. Oranges also provide vitamin C for collagen synthesis, folate to reduce homocysteine levels, and potassium for acid-base buffering. When all 10 of these fruits are working together in your body, every pathway that was blocking your muscles from growing after 60 is opened. The inflammatory blockade is suppressed, the insulin resistance is reversed, the damaged mitochondria are removed, and the protein digestion bottleneck is opened. You do not need to eat all 10 fruits every single day, but you need to eat them consistently across each week, so that over 7 days your body receives all these compounds regularly. Protein is the brick, but these fruits are the entire construction crew. Now you know more about how fruit builds muscle than almost anyone alive. If you found this video helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. If you personally relate to the frustration of losing muscle strength as you age, please comment below and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Finally, let us know in the comments which city or country you are watching from, so we can see where our community is growing.